This is the Nothing Phone 2 and I have been using it for almost a month now, and chances are if you are watching this video you are considering this phone under a 50,000 rupees budget. And I'm also sure that you've already watched a bunch of reviews where either some people seem to love it or they call it overpriced and dismiss it completely. Here's what I think. The Nothing Phone 2 is sort of like an enigma, a phone that on paper seems to do everything and a little more thanks to the fresh design language that this brand is following. For specs, you've got the very capable Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 as the processor with 8GB of RAM. The display is also especially good looking to look at because it's a flat 6.7-inch display with a resolution of 1080 by 2412 pixels. It's an LTPO OLED panel that goes up to 120Hz, is HDR10 certified, and has a peak brightness of 1600 nits. As far as cameras are concerned, you've got two cameras, a 50MP primary sensor and a 50MP ultra wide as well. Speaking of design, this is one of the better looking phones on the market. The slightly curved glass on the back with the transparent internals along with the flat display and the flat sides make it a very good looking and comfortable phone to hold, especially for most people. The glyph lights on the back are almost always a conversation starter and give you a unique way to use and experience your phone. What elevates this design language is the attention to detail Nothing has given in the software side as well. Nothing OS 2.0 is such a breath of fresh air with its nice and smart personality, with the way it themes the Android home screen system in general. Whether we're talking about the custom sounds that occur whenever you do something on this phone, with the great looking widgets that appear on the lock screen as well as on the always on display, or the monochrome icons that Nothing OS 2.0 comes with, this phone knows what it wants to be. Battery life is also very good. The phone has a 4700 mAh battery that also supports a max charging output of 45 watts and 15 watts of wireless charging. But it's a real shame that you have to get the charger separately for a whopping 2500 rupees extra. Cameras are unfortunately where this phone starts falling flat. The 50MP sensors on paper sound good, but the photos are just okay. Yes, in ample light, this camera is gonna capture okay photos, but take that light away and you will see it struggle. It sometimes over sharpens the photo while processing and they look bland and dull to my eyes. The phone does 4K 60 in video, but even the videos are shaky and also lack a little detail. The selfies, the same thing here, they could also use a little more detail. Overall, camera performance, you're better off looking somewhere else for a 50,000 rupees phone. The starting price of this phone is 45,000 rupees, and that is for the 128GB variant, which just feels like a missed opportunity from my eyes. Nothing should have at least given the 256GB variant as the base storage for this price, because cameras apart, this is a phone that I want to love and recommend to you guys. But at this price, for that storage, I simply can't. Even if you take the base variant for 45K and start adding up the prices by adding the charger as well as the bumper case, which I think that you should get, you easily enter the 50K category. And honestly speaking, you really shouldn't be spending that much money for the second phone of a brand new company. The Nothing Phone 2, in my opinion, should have been priced closer to the Phone 1. Even a price point close to the 40K mark would have definitely gotten a recommendation from me and others, but there you have it. The Nothing Phone 2, a phone not for everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.